round 2 of Ultimate CPU League Season 3. This round we have our champion rivalry group hosting the two members of the Brothers rivalry group in the second matchup for all four of these teams. And our first game is going to be between the North Idaho Mountain Men, who are visiting the Geek Squad. It'll be a test of wits. We have a couple of new faces around here, Pac-Man and Incineroar for the Mountain Men, and you see Tifa on the side of the Geek Squad as well. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the action with our first battle, Byleth versus Zelda. Alright, so here we are, we're starting on Hyrule. There is stage morph, so we may see Lylat, but if this finishes quickly, we may not. Byleth at the start here with a couple of strong hits, but Zelda is nothing to be trifled with, our Season 2 MVP. And you see the home run bat here. Byleth may try to use that. It is very powerful, but it is very slow, but I guess that is the same as all of Byleth's kit. Currently, Byleth is ahead. Strong hit by Byleth. Byleth is really dominating right now, but the tides could turn in a second, especially with that fake smash ball. And there it goes! And Zelda just barely survives. Tornado there is going to be very difficult to avoid, and this has evened up as we head into the second minute of play, one of the longer matches we've seen. And the Beast Ball there, and that's gonna be it for Byleth. Zelda taking him out with the Beast Ball. Alright, and that brings us to our second round. It's going to be Pac-Man versus Zelda. Zelda definitely shown her stuff. Pac-Man is one of the new signings for the Mountain Men from this latest draft, hoping to bring some much-needed success to the Mountain Men team after a disappointing loss at the Afflicted Warblers. Zelda came in with some percent because of how damaged she was at the end of the last round. So Pac-Man is at an advantage here, but the percent lead is slowly slipping away as Zelda chips away. But the final smash! The fake smash ball was enough to do it. And now we see Pac-Man taking on Donkey Kong. Formidable opponent for Pac-Man, for sure. Here we are back on Hyrule. We have not seen the stage morph come into play yet. We have seen the stages kind of move back and forth between the rounds, but so far we haven't seen a morph inside a match. The matches are shorter now, so maybe less obvious to be seen, but yeah, so far Donkey Kong's doing a number on Pac-Man, and that'll be it with the fake smash ball. And the fake smash ball has decided many of these matches so far. Neither team could really get a footing in this match. And now we see a battle of heavy hitters, DDD versus Donkey Kong. Here we are in Hyrule once again. We've only seen Lylat once so far this match. Big wide open spaces can really show what these heavy hitters will do, and they will damage each other, but they can take it. Currently DDD is in the lead. Oh, what a Gordo by King DDD. What a play that was to take out Donkey Kong. But now we see DDD against Link, a tactician, who knows this place well. So it'll be interesting to see if DDD can take down Link.
Ready, go!
So currently Link is kind of getting beat up a bit, but you know, if he can kind of get going on DDD, it might not be too long before things seem a little more even. But right now DDD is destroying, and the fake smash ball again, a big thing as we've seen. And the fake smash ball goes, and it doesn't hit Link, but it does explode his bomb, which does hit him by association. There's a beast ball on the stage. We'll see if anyone's able to do anything with it. No. He's DDD trying for the fake smash ball, and it kills him. Once again, the fake smash ball deciding the winners of these matches. And now we see a battle of the projectile characters. It is Olimar versus Link. This has been a very back and forth game between the Mountain Men and the Geek Squad. Absolutely. And Link is coming in with a whole boatload of percent. You only heal 50% between matches. So this is a massive advantage for Olimar. And Link is just, at this point, trying to weaken Olimar so that Ridley can come in and make easy work of him in the later rounds. Try to get him over 50, and that'll definitely help as Olimar destroys the fake smash ball. You'd think that eventually the CPUs would understand that the fake smash ball was not a good thing. Yeah, Link is very close. One purple Pikmin hit and he is done. You know, but it's so difficult to get that in, and when you have Olimar to manage all those Pikmin, and with all the stuff that's happening on the stage, Link is really... Damn, that's going to be it, but Link did an incredible job. Yeah, Link did an incredible job basically bringing Olimar's percent up to a point where now Ridley may have a much easier time taking down Olimar. So this is going to be might be a very quick battle. And we're back in Lylat once again. And yeah, Ridley's getting the big hits on Olimar, and it is over. Well done by Ridley to take advantage of what Link had done, and now this is a very even matchup between Incineroar and Ridley here. At this point, you have to think Ridley has Tifa right behind him. Tifa's on deck. So if Ridley's just able... Ridley doesn't need to win as long as he's able to get Incineroar to a high enough percent that it's easier for Tifa to get through. This may be what it comes down to. Two heavy hitters here in Hyrule Castle once again. And Ridley immediately going with the drag-offs. And no! That's gonna be it! An effective Gimp from Ridley. And what a victory here. I think we're gonna have to give player of the match to Ridley. He definitely had the most 2 kills for Ridley, I think, and the way he so effectively just completely neutralized Incineroar really goes to show the quality that he brings to this team, and it will go in the books as another win for Geek Squad and another loss for the Mountain Men. And we are here now at the Great Cave, home of the Great Cave Offenders, who are now hosting the Afflicted Warblers. This is definitely going to be an interesting battle. The Warblers and the Offenders were fighting for that second championship series spot. They both have a win in the season so far, so this will be the game for top spot. Both have some heavy hitters, and we are once again in the Great Cave, which is a very unique stage, especially with the high knockback. You saw what Ness was able to do in the Offenders' first match of the season, and we'll see if the Offenders can repeat that here against the Warblers. Let's get into our first matchup. It is Inkling versus Terry.
Ready, go!
Here they are. They're both coming to the center here. As we saw, it's a very, this map, there's a lot of twists and turns, but once you get to 100%, you just have to be so careful because you get hit once, you bounce around a bunch, and you are done. Even if you're under 50%, you get caught in the wrong spot of the map, and you are done. So both of these characters have to be very, very aware of that. They're going to be trying to tech whenever possible. So it's going to get more and more difficult as the game progresses. You can see Terry here is going for some... Goodness, what a big hit on Inkling there just from the wind, the gust bellows. And they're taking things upstairs. And now Terry's at 100%. He has his go. But he gets hit once and he's done. Buster Wolf for the kill, not even off the lava. Well done by Terry to take that game one, and now he faces up against Mewtwo from the Afflicted Warblers. Let's see what Mewtwo can do if he can take down Terry, who had a pretty good showing in that first round.
Ready, go!
Oh no! And that is it for Terry almost immediately. Just an unfortunate set of circumstances. Terry was at a high percentage, so just a small hit from Mewtwo there set him off and killed him immediately. But now we see a battle of the projectile characters. It is Mewtwo versus Matthew. Battle of the M's as well. So we'll see who wins the battle of M supremacy here between these two.
Ready, go!
Alright, Mewtwo immediately charges up his Shadow Ball. There's nothing that Matthew has to charge. Oh, and Matthew with a mistake hitting his head on that lava there. And already, things are looking good for the Warblers as Mewtwo has not taken any damage, and Matthew has really been damaging himself more than anything so far. But we see the Gust Bellows are really important on the stage now, especially with the increased knockback. And what a hit by Mewtwo, and that's going to be it! The Shadow Ball! What a play by Mewtwo using that Shadow Ball that he charged up, and that's kill number 2 for Mewtwo as he take on his the next foe in this barrage of projectile characters that the Great Cave Offenders are sending at the Warblers, and it is going to be Mewtwo versus Samus.
Ready, go!
So Samus was a surprise, honestly, to me at least, as a neutral commentator. It was a surprise to not see Samus on the team in the first game. You've seen Samus do so much for this Great Cave Offender squad, and look at what she's doing right now, taking Mewtwo up to 79%. Just really on this stage, that's a hit away from death. But Mewtwo with the Beetle, Samus is able to mash out of it, but no real threat there. And the cart! Is that going to be enough? No, Mewtwo just survives. But one more hit off of any lava and he's done. Samus just needs one hit. I did hit Mewtwo. Mewtwo jumps into the lava there. So Samus doesn't even need to kill Mewtwo. Mewtwo will end himself. And now it is Samus taking on the Banjo and Kazooie, who had nothing. We don't really know what Banjo's capable of, at least this season, just because In his first match, Banjo didn't really need to do anything and still did okay. So we'll see. Maybe now that this is more challenging, we'll see what Banjo's like. You know, Banjo may not be seen to some as a projectile character, but he does have those eggs to hit from far away, though they don't have much range. They could be very effective in this map especially. Oh, and a good play, forcing the mash out from Samus, and Samus hit that that lava on the way up, and you see the eggs now from Banjo, who's putting on a dominant performance, not getting hit once. Maybe able to pull off a no-hit round here. And there goes Samus again, getting hit by that cart, which has, you know, played a major part in this round, at least in a couple of these matchups so far. And Samus getting hit by those spikes up to 82 on the top deck there. And Banjo may be hitting those spikes soon. No. And we're up at the top now. We're away from the threat, and that's gonna be it. Holy cow! Samus with the incredible come from behind. It seemed to me like Samus was getting completely destroyed, but at the last second, taking Banjo up to the top, using those near blast zones to really to an effect to take Banjo out much earlier than most people would expect. Really smart play from Samus, and we'll see if that continues here as Samus takes on Mario.
Ready, go!
And Mario, for his part, you may have seen recently, he took part in a movie project about his life, so, you know, be sure to check out that documentary when it hits theaters in April. I'm sure they'll have a very long section about his competitive career in this league. But right now, what a complete destruction of Samus. You know, he had that advantage going in, he used it perfectly. And now he's going to be taking on Robin, another one of these projectile characters, and I think one of the more underrated members of the Great Cave Offenders squad, in my opinion. But we'll see how Robin does here in Game 2 against Mario.
Ready, go!
Alright. You see Robin kind of going towards the top. Maybe he's going to try to do a... Well... that was definitely something. Mario just bumped his head onto some lava and killed himself. And for the Warblers, it once again comes down to Kazuya. He needs to take out Robin and Ness in quick order. Not an easy feat, especially with Ness at the end of that lineup. And Robin would love to show his stuff here, taking down Kazuya. Not necessarily needing Ness for this round, really showing his worth to this team. You know, there's a lot to play for here, so this is going to be very exciting. This could be the last round of the game.
Ready, go!
Alright, and we have not seen Kazuya really tested on this stage all that much. He's a very up-close character, no projectiles at all. And with the amount of knockback, a lot of his combos may not work as much as they would on other stages, but perhaps Kazuya can do something. You know, the Warblers put him together for a reason, and wow. And you can see why. Dodging the beetle, holy cow. Sending a beetle of his own out. Kazuya always surprises me. You know, you think he can't be... Well, I think we found the strat on this stage. Gust Bellows at the bottom, forcing the other characters into that bottom-facing lava on the bottom of that platform. If Kazuya can do that again against Ness, the Warblers will be the #1 team in the CPU League right now. But he has to get past Ness, who also wants his team to be top of the CPU league right now. So it's gonna be an interesting match. These are two probably of the two leaders in the in talks for MVP. It's all so far, I must say. One of these two, I think, by the end of the season, is going to be your regular season. Is going to be your season 3 value MVP. That is my prediction. Whether or not that's correct, we'll have to see. But right now, it's going to be Kazuya versus Ness. All right, this is going to be a battle for the top spot in the league. Fitting music. And Kazuya is kind of going up. I think upstairs is definitely where Kazuya is going to shine. And a big hit on Ness already. But Ness gets a big hit of his own, and they're going upstairs, it seems. Oh, but the wheelbarrow, the cart there, really screwing with Ness there. Some PK Fire is going to do it. A flash. And Ness is already at 100%. He's going to need to be careful. Here goes Ness versus Kazuya. Ness has the Gust Bellows. You saw him use that to great effect before. And that's the game! The double knockback on this stage once again works in Ness's favor. And he takes down Kazuya. What a victory for Ness. If I had to give player of the match, I think you'd have to toss it up between Ness for that incredible showing against Kazuya, or honestly, you could give it to Samus, who got 2 kills. I think I am going to give player of the match here to Samus for those 2 kills. Most kills were 2 very well done kills, very dominant. So I think it is safe to say that we will be giving Samus the player of the match for this match, and the Great Cave Offenders have taken their throne at the top of the Ultimate CPU League, but there's still a lot of matches to play. Could go either way. Both of these teams are really looking really good for the future, so it'll be difficult to say which one's really going to come out on top. But for now, I've been Matthias. Thank you for watching the second round of the Ultimate CPU League in our 3rd season. I hope you continue to watch rounds ahead, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. See you later.